the New York Knicks have won 3 straight ball games. The New York Knicks beat the Golden State Warriors 119-104, and before I get into the game, I apologize that I did not get my reaction up to the game against the Orlando Magic. They did end up winning that game. Sorry I did not have my reaction to that game. The game started at a weird time. I believe it started at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't have time to make the video, so I did not have the time to make my recap to that game. But the Knicks did get the victory against the Magic, and they come to a West Coast road trip. Game 1 in Golden State against the Warriors, and the Knicks blow them out by 15 points, 119-104. This was a great performance on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. And you could tell early on in the game, this was the most well-played basketball game. Besides the Celtics game, this was the most efficient basketball game the Knicks have played all year. They made their shots when they needed to. They played good defense. They got blocks, and they had very good passing. They did everything right today. There is nothing I could complain about for this game. The team was awesome tonight. Absolutely awesome. And I know the Knicks have very bad games sometimes. We had that one bad game against the Denver Nuggets. We had the bad game against the Sixers early on in the season. But that's what you get out of young teams. They either look really good or they look really bad. And tonight we saw the good of the New York Knicks. What a great team effort by the Knicks, especially R.J. Barrett. He was phenomenal tonight. Now, I know I like to, talk crap sometimes because I feel like he underperforms, but he was awesome tonight. No complaints out of R.J. Barrett. He had 28 points, 37 minutes. He was fantastic today. No complaints from him. Elfrid Payton, 37 minutes, 15 points for Elfrid Payton. Wasn't all that terrible, but again, wasn't great. He usually isn't very good, so I didn't really expect a whole lot. Mitchell Robinson, fantastic game for Mitchell Robinson. 18 points for him, 27 minutes. In 27 minutes, he had 18 points. Mitchell Robinson was phenomenal tonight. Very good defensively. And also, who also was very good defensively? Nerlens Noel. Fantastic defense tonight from Nerlens Noel. Now, he didn't do a whole lot offensively. Actually, it wasn't that terrible. In 20 minutes, he had 6 points. But Nerlens Noel was fantastic defensively. As much as, I know that the whole team was very good, but Nerlens Noel was fantastic. He's one of the more underrated players on this team. He played very well. Julius Randle didn't have his best game, but it did not matter because the Knicks had his back. Julius Randle has a down game. R.J. Barrett's going to ball out. Mitchell Robinson's going to ball out. Reggie Bullock's going to hit threes. Toppin's going to play well. Knox is going to play well. Guys are going to back him up. Randle's not the only player on this team that can play well. We got other guys on the New York Knicks that can play well for this team and put up a decent amount of points. And that's what we saw out of guys like R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Reggie Bullock actually put up 12 points as well in 17 minutes. He played very well, and he shot, I think, 3 for 4 from the three-point line. He did very well. Emmanuel quickly did not play a whole lot. Neither did Toppin. Neither did Knox. Those 3 guys did not play a lot. Alec Burks, he's back. He played very well in 31 minutes, 11 points for Alec Burks. He didn't do anything special, but again, played pretty well for the team. And again, he's not a guy I expect to, put up 30 points a game. I expect him to be a solid bench guy, and that's what Alec Burks delivered, 11 points, 31 minutes. I thought he played pretty well. Like I said, Bullock was efficient. The whole team was fantastic tonight, and I am never been more proud to be a Knicks fan tonight. We're coming. The Promised Land, we're almost at the Promised Land. This Knicks team is developing. Imagine we bring in another superstar to pair up with Randle and R.J. Barrett. This team can be really good. And this team could be real, legit playoff contenders next year. I really do. I'm not going to go out and say this year. Still think they can make the playoffs as like a low seed. But I think next year, they go out and grab another superstar to pair up with Randle and R.J. This Knicks team is going to be scary. And we did not have Austin Rivers in this game with an injury. He was out with an injury, so we didn't have him for this game. And we still came out with the victory, a 15-point win over the Golden State Warriors, a team that's coming off of beating the LA Lakers. They're the best team in basketball, and the Warriors beat them. They're a good team. I get they don't have Klay Thompson. I get Kevin Durant's not there anymore, but they're still a very good team. And the Knicks kicked their butt. That's pretty much what the Knicks did. Let's go over the Warriors players. Steph Curry had 30 points. The guy's insane. What else is there to say? 33 minutes. The guy's a walking bucket. He's the best shooter of all time, in my opinion. The guy's insane. Nothing else to say. That 3-point shot from downtown was crazy. I believe it was in the second quarter. That was nuts. That was an insane three-point shot. That guy's phenomenal. I have nothing but respect for Steph Curry. The guy's insane. Okay, before I actually get into the Warriors points, the Warriors players, the refs were awful in this game. Mainly for the Warriors, the refs were god-awful. There was a foul called on almost every play. There was a lot of bad, foul calls throughout the whole game, but the refs were awful today. I'll admit, as a Knicks fan, the refs were terrible, but I still think the Knicks deserve to win this game. And Wiseman, the rookie, he did not do a whole lot. 15 well, he was okay. 15 points in 25 minutes. And then Wiggins, 33 minutes, 17 points. Oubre Jr. did not play well. 31 minutes, 7 points. And then the rest of the whole team didn't do a whole lot. Pascal, I'm not sure to say it, had 12 points in 19 minutes. He played well. But overall, the Knicks were the better team in this game, and they beat the Warriors by 15 points, and the Knicks get to 8-8 on the season. The Knicks looked lost after losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I thought this team was going to start to tank, and they were going to lose almost every game. But they've proved me wrong. And that's because of their head coach, Tom Thibodeau. He has this team fighting, and this Knicks team comes out prepared to beat their opponent. And that's what they did against a very, very good, a much more talented Golden State Warriors team. Unbelievable performance by the Knicks tonight. Look at our schedule throughout the season. Coming into this year, throughout the first 16 games, I don't think any Knicks fan, if I told a Knicks fan before the season that they'd be 8-8 throughout the first 16 games, they'd think I'd be crazy. But that's facts. The Knicks are 8-8, and we're finally starting to show some promise this year. We're showing a lot of promise, and this Knicks team is heading in the right direction, and we got to keep winning. We got a game that is very winnable. We take on the very, very bad Sacramento Kings tomorrow, 10 o'clock p.m. Well, I guess it's technically today because it's past midnight, but tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, tip-off down there in Sacramento. They're a terrible team. I don't really know a whole lot about them. I know De'Aaron Fox is good, but they don't have a lot of talent on that team. We should be able to beat them, I think, pretty easily. We got to come out tomorrow, head down to Sacramento and take care of business and beat the Kings tomorrow. Knicks look to get to over 500 rather. That's crazy. This Knicks team's really solid, and I think they could make a playoff spot this season. Now I get it's early, but just a phenomenal performance by the Knicks tonight. Offensively and defensively, I give the Knicks an A. Overall grade, I give the Knicks an A for their offense and defense today. Just an overall team grade, A. I'll give them an A+. The team is awesome tonight. Nothing else to say. Knicks win 119-104 over the Golden State Warriors. They get to 8-8 on the season. They win their third straight. Let's hope we can get our fourth straight tomorrow night against the Sacramento Kings. Beatable team. Got to come out, take care of business, and beat the Kings tomorrow night. So that's going to do it for this video. I'll try to have not just more Knicks postgame recaps, but more Knicks videos in general, talking about, specific players, talking about the future, talking about, expect maybe off-season, for next year, the draft. Well, it's early, but, going into maybe near the end of the season, I'll have a lot more Knicks videos than just Knicks post-game recaps. But for now, it's going to be Knicks post-game recaps, while the season's going on, especially this early into the season. Most of my Knicks videos, most of my Knicks content will be post-game recaps. So if you guys do enjoy these kind of videos, drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And the Knicks Kings, I'll have my reaction tomorrow night. And West Coast games, they're hard to watch. I don't like staying up late to watch. I hate staying up late watching the Yankees. I don't like staying up late watching the Knicks. I don't like staying up till 1 a.m. to watch the games. But hey, when the Knicks are on, I gotta watch. I'm gonna watch every single game, and I'm gonna upload a video every single night. Besides, last game, of course. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed the win, drop a like, drop a comment. What are your thoughts on RJ Barrett's play, Mitchell Robinson's play, the whole other team's play? What are your thoughts on beating the Golden State Warriors? I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys next time. Let's go Knicks.